what is the difference between the Bangin' on Wax and the Nationwide Rip? Bangin' on Wax came first, but Bangin' on Wax was the album, right?
Right.
Nation.
Nationwide Rip Riders was the album too, but the title Nationwide Rip Riders was a fucking it was the title of a song that was in my book.
Break that down. Explain that. Where did the it was? You had a
Okay, so
book. Go ahead.
okay, so you know everybody got they composition books that they write their rhymes in, whether it's the long yellow tablet and shit that you keep from the pen from the Bing when you go to the Bing and you got a
Yep.
couple of them, or it's the ones you go to the 99-cent store and go grab an 800 pages and shit. They got a timetable chart in the back and all this other shit, the metric system and all that, and it's blank pages you can get you right on in the motherfucker.
Facts.
You write, however you write your shit down, whoever it is that write, everybody got their memoirs, their diary, your rhymes
Facts.
is in your diary, so to speak.
Facts. Okay.
So yeah, it was it's like that. So motherfucker write his rhymes down and in his book, and your rhymes have a name. This song is called this, that song is called that. Nationwide Rip Riders was a song that was the title to a song about Crippin' and being and Crips that I knew. You know, a song about niggas I know Crippin' and how they do their thing and shit like that. It wasn't the title of the album or the title of the group, but it became that because the Bangin' on Wax was a album that they put together with Crips and Bloods on it, and the Crips and the Bloods that was on there, they meshed the songs together. Where I think sometimes they might have had Crips and Bloods on the same song, and then they may have a Crips song and then a Blood song, and it was kind of like a Crips versus the Bloods kind of thing. And I saw that, and so when it came time to do the Bangin' on Wax 2, I kind of just sat in the shadows to see how things would go on the Bangin' on Wax 1 and the Bangin' on Wax 2, so that I can have a good feel for, is this put neon green on and kill me when you see me after this camera's off type of shit? Let me see what the experience of the next motherfucker that's putting his neck on the chopping block for this music shit. Let me see how life go. Let me see if I can navigate my way through staying alive through this shit if there's any death involved.
Now
Okay.
so how okay, so how did you get, because you didn't do Banging on Wax, but you do Banging on Wax, or it was Nationwide Rip? You did Nationwide Rip Riders for sure.
Banging on Wax 2. I was on Banging on Wax 2. Like I say,
Two.
I didn't do Banging on Wax 1 because I wasn't sure about how it was gonna go. It was the first one, so I said, let me sit back in the shadows and the curtains and just see how it go. I ain't gonna give
But
my influence, my input or nothing. I just want to see how it's gonna go. And if it go
but
cool and it's all right, when they do it, if they do a Banging on Wax 2, then I get on there and I'll show them a little something. I'll show them what I got a little bit.
but you
So when I
did.
got a chance to
Yeah.
when I got to show them what I got a little bit on the Banging on Wax 2 on a couple songs me and Freeze them, when they came back around to do the next Banging on Wax 3, I was like, no. No. This what y'all need to do. Y'all need to split y'all motherfucking shit in half and do a blue tape and a motherfucking red tape. Put your Bloods on the red tape, put your Crips on the blue tape. And whoever sell the most copies out of the blue and the red should be the one that's up for the next motherfucking deal. Because I see y'all coming with different little shit to do every time after y'all do one. So since I can kind of see in the future a little bit, yeah, y'all probably gonna come back around with a whole nother something. What they do, they come back around with a whole nother something. That's why you had the young soldiers and shit like that, and
Yeah, with Big
different shit
Y
like
and
that.
Little Stretching them. Yeah. Okay.
Ergo, my prediction was correct.
So
You
okay,
didn't
so
come to us. You didn't come to us and see if we had anything. You knew we did, but you went that way with it. I really don't know the intricate parts of the decision making and shit, because they kept the smart guy out the room when they was doing shit, because they know I was gonna question all
they
kind of
want to,
shit.
because they trying to take advantage. When did Nationwide Rip Riders came into play? After Banging on Wax 1 or 2, or when did that come into play?
After Banging on Wax 2, like I say, they was finna try to do a Banging on Wax 3. They wanted to do a Banging on Wax 3, and I was like, y'all spinning y'all wheels in the mud, man. I see where this shit going, man. You need to make a blue CD and a red CD. Let whatever bloods you can get that's fly as a motherfucker with the rhymes and the mics do they shit and showcase their red rag talents and shit. That whoever got fly rhymes with they blue rags that grew up in those provinces and those areas that's governed by the blue bandana. Since this is a CD about the culture of gangbanging and shit, you get the flyest niggas from the different corners of the gangbanging culture, whatever hood they from. Give a fuck where they from. If they fly with that mic, they shit, nigga, they gonna surface. They gonna show themselves. What I say, motherfucker, when they Ali oxen free, like you playing hide and go seek, niggas came out the woodwork.
Hey,
They rhymes.
what
What?
was not the low top type because they slip and they slide, but the high tops for gangsters with the stars on the side. Listen, what? Listen to me, man. Your verse on that alone, let me tell you, bro. Hey, you got the classic verse on that. What the hell? What was it like? Look, listen to me. What's up, nigga? What was it like that whole process? Just recording the whole nationwide rip rap. What was your experience like doing that whole thing? Because I ain't gonna lie. Let me tell you before you start. It's two niggas that I promise you. And Bronco, I ain't never listen to me. Let me tell you something. It's a few niggas. I listen to rap so much, bro. And I know Crip niggas that can rap, blood niggas that can rap. Listen, you got Bronco, you got Trey D, you got Snoop, you got
Look,
A1.
wait, stop right there. They don't add me. They don't add me to the list with the rest of
Uh,
the crew.
I'm adding you though, nigga. I'm
They
adding
don't add.
y'all.
Look,
Fuck them.
they
I'm
don't.
adding you,
They,
nigga, to
they
my
don't add.
list, nigga.
They don't add. Look, they don't add the low to the list of the Crips. I don't know. Maybe I'm the outcast, the one they don't like.
Man, listen, man. Look,
I'm gonna keep my foot on your neck anyway, cuz. Set.
what was your experience like, bro? Just recording, doing the whole I mean, not the rep your set, because that's later. We're gonna get into that. But what was it like doing the whole nationwide rip riders, bro? Because it was different. It was a different time. What was your experience like recording and doing that?
That was one of the dopest experiences that I've ever had in my life that helped shape and mold the person that you're talking to right now. Without those
Mm,
experiences right there, I couldn't have evolved into the person that I am right now. I actually believe that everything that has happened, conceived in my mother's womb, all the way up until right now, is absolutely, I'm supposed to be right here, right now, talking to you right now. And whatever the next move that happens when the planet rotate on its axis, that's what it is. That's what it's supposed to be. Whoever's alive is alive. Whoever has passed away because they've transitioned to the next step or whatever. And
next
whenever
round.
it's my turn to dive in the ground, I look at those things like that. So Nationwide Rip Riders was one of the dopest experiences. Without that experience right there, you wouldn't know who I am and we had nothing to interview me about. I'd just be another nigga from the hood.
Nah, nigga, you
Nobody would
still
know. Nobody would. That was like the diving board for me to show the rest of the world that was gonna listen to that kind of music. That is somebody from the area where they wear brown rags at that got that. We
understood.
bring more to the table than just this brown rag. Is where my whole strength of my whole get down was.
Who
We got niggas that fight. We got niggas that play football. We got niggas that play basketball. We got niggas that draw. We got niggas that, you feel me? And they
Yep.
A1 at that shit. We got niggas that shoot too, and they A1 at that
One.
shit. But everybody ain't no motherfucking shooter.
Yeah,
Everybody don't sell dope.
that's a fact.
You
Now
feel me? Everybody from
that's a
Bud
fact.
Town ain't like that or like that. You can't generalize everybody and categorize us like that. We all have our own significant qualities that make us special and unique in our own way. The same as anybody in any other hood. That hood ain't made up of no damn dummies.
That's a fact.
Them is people over there. That's just the area that they come from. That section of the city. That's the team that's gonna fight back.
Shout out Top, nigga. You already know. Shout out Big Ant, man. Shout
Everybody ain't
out
gonna
Top.
fight
That's my
back.
nigga.
Everybody ain't gonna fight back.
That's
Oh,
true.
shout out to Top Dog. It's a reflection
Top,
of
you
him
already know.
sitting right
Big
here. We
Ant,
want
that's
to raise
my
up
nigga.
under the same flag.
Word to Big Ant, nigga. That's my nigga, man. You already know what time. Top already know what time it is, man. Top right there for
Man,
105th
shout
Street.
out to my
He's
nigga
a hustling
Top
ass
Dog.
nigga right there. You already know Top, man. But look, man. So
Man,
now, what?
let me tell you something about Top.
Go
Me
ahead,
and
talk
Top
to me.
go back. We
Uh-huh.
go all the way back to Now Laters and Johnny Struck and Match. We go all the way back to Now Laters, Johnny Struck in the match, and the match went out type of shit. Me and Top that's my day one nigga from
Yeah.
kindergarten, first, second, third grade, all that type of shit. Like every day on the block when it wasn't school, it was me and Top Dog and the rest of the fellas. Like, that's my guy right there. There's nothing that I wouldn't do for him, my nigga.
On me. Word.
Nothing at all that I wouldn't do for him. When we go to nationwide rip rider shit and all that, niggas was needing their weed and they different shit like that. I slide on the block and shit because I'm busy doing the music and shit like that. Nigga Top gonna throw a nigga quarter, half, some shit like that to make sure everybody that's with me cool. Like, Shout
Top
out
of
to
hustle.
Top Dog, my nigga.
Hey, listen
Shout
to me,
out to the
man.
Tops.
Listen, man.
It
Hey,
don't matter
listen.
what the fuck it is. It don't matter what it is that I need. If I need something,
Mhm. Listen, that nigga Top could sell salt to a slug, nigga. He can sell salt to a snail, no lie. Top be getting his hustle on, man. Damn, can you hear me? What the hell happened? Let me see. Hello, you can you, oh there we go. Hold on, let me see if you back in. There we go.
sorry about
Okay.
that.
You
I
right, you
had a
right.
phone when I was trying to come in. I had to tell him no. I called him back.
So
But
let
yeah,
me when y'all did the nationwide rip riders, right? Because I'm gonna keep it a bean. My two favorite, and people be sleep, is Bronco and was A1. A1 was one of the hard. You and A1 was one of the hardest. Niggas sleep on A1. R.I.P. Right
AWOL rest in peace. KIP. Kelly
now,
Park in peace. My nigga, the
A1
Compton Kelly.
that nigga A1 wasn't no joke, nigga. Now look, bro, when y'all was shooting all them videos and doing all that, it was people, it was all Crips that just came on one accord, or how did that shit work? Because it seemed like in those videos, it was people from everywhere in those videos.
It was a mesh. Like it was more than a handful of my homies. And then, let's say you got me and I'm from Fudgetown. And you got
Mm-hmm.
Freeze from the Franklin. And
Yep.
then you got AWOL, he from Kelly Park. And you
Yep.
got G and Scarface, both of them from Atlantic Drive. So say you got 20, I got me, it's me and 20 of my niggas with me.
Yep.
It's me and 20 of my assholes with.
Mm-hmm.
And they got 20 of their assholes with them.
Mm.
Like
Under,
that.
understood. Now, let me ask you this.
And the assholes that don't rap just happen to know each other from being in asshole situations together.
So it just went like that. That makes sense. So, and half of them probably, all of the assholes go to juvenile together. They go to juvenile hall together, LP together, camp together, YA together, jail together, everything together.
That's all
Regardless of where you from.
you just broke it down in basic terms, what I just said. The assholes know each other from doing the asshole shit.
Now, okay. So we go from not the low top type, but they slip and they slide, but the high tops with gangsters with the stars on the side. Oh, I ain't gonna finish the rest. And I'm from East Side. What he say? What's up to the homies on the 10 to 5? Get back. Listen, we go from that to how many years later did Rep Your Set come?
It was quite a few years, probably 15, 16 years, maybe 20 years later or something like that.
Wait, oh,
Somewhere.
wait, did that the 90 the riots is really, do you think the riots is what caused the banging on wax slash nationwide Rip Riders whole ordeal?
No, because you can't take out the fact that there was a Damu Riders and a Young Soldiers album. And shout out to Brazy, rest in peace, and free my nigga Lil Hawk from Crenshaw Mafia while y'all
Free that
bullshitting.
man. Yeah.
That
Free
type of
that man,
shit. You know?
RPB Brazy.
Right. Shout out to my nigga Pops and my nigga Dog and Big Wad, the Young Soldiers and Lil Stretch. And
Yeah, shout
thank
out
y'all.
Big Y, Sugar Booger too. Them niggas was hard.
My nigga Sugar Booger, them is all my guys. And from the day that we met each other in the studio, and when it's time for us to be there all at once, there was never no friction with any of us. We always made brothers from that day. We admired each other and shit like that. We got one another's phone numbers and we did our little shit. I done been to places where I done been the only Crip at a Pyru function and ain't never heard the word crab or Ricky. Because they didn't, because I'm a loved one. They embrace me the same as it, to treat me with the same dignity and respect as if I was a blood. And no, I didn't bust nobody's eyes with the uncomfortableness of having a bunch of fucking blue on and a sea full of red. What I could have, I had my blue little trimmings, but it wasn't no on purpose shit. It's what I had on for that day. Motherfucker invite me to some shit. I ain't gonna go home and change clothes because I wasn't offending nobody. Everybody that's there know me.
By respect. Understood.
They already know what I'm about. They know the homies. I'm really from over there, and I'm good.
Right, exactly. So we go from that. So you would say maybe 20 years later, we got the do you say Rep Your Set is the newer Banging on Wax, or what was that? What you compare it to? That was they tried to revamp Banging on Wax with Rep Your Set, or what was it?
I would say, in my opinion, it would be like Banging on Wax Reloaded, something like that.
Okay, now
because it was done on a scale of allowing that one person that got rhymes and whoever it is from his hood to showcase the talent in that part of town, in that hood that he come from. If it was the Nutty Blocks, you know, if it was the West Side, nigga, what it do? West Side, Pyro. Nigga, my P, shout out to the P-Funk, nigga. Them niggas took off on that motherfucker while you bullshitting. See,
Right.
hip-hop don't let you be discriminated because you a Crip, you can't like blood music. And because you a blood, you can't like Crip music. That's bullshit right there. If the nigga hard in the arena, he could have all red on with red contact in and red hair. If he go, he go, nigga.
He just hard. You can't deny that feeling when you hear that music that's hot. You can't deny it. It just what it is.
Hell no.
Hell
no,
yeah.
sir. Not on my watch. I'm going to give a nigga his 10 if he got 10 coming. I'm going to call a ball and a strike. Yo, shit whack. I'm not going to be nice about it, delicate and gentle about it. Get that bullshit out of here, nigga.
So, okay, so look. We gonna keep it a bean, right? I need your opinion on this then, nigga, real quick. Kato gave me his opinion, and you know, some people didn't like his opinion, but that's my nigga. His opinion is his opinion.
My favorite songs off the Rep Your Set was the West Side Pyro song.
You already know what I'm asking then.
Look, my niggas from Harlem, my dirt gang
shout out
niggas.
My nigga Dank, shout out Kato, shout out them niggas, Free Baby Boat, yeah.
Fuck you,
my nigga Shady Boy, you already know, CeeLo, all that.
And the Home Street niggas and the Nutty Block niggas.
All right, okay.
And now my 165 niggas did they shit, nigga. What? And 11-8 Home Street? Come on, Bo Real and them did they shit, cuz.
Now, what was when it come to Banging on Wax? What's the hardest song that came from Banging on Wax? Cause my personal opinion, my opinion don't matter. What's the hardest song that came from Banging on Wax?
Pyro Love.
Hey, since you said it, I'm gonna say my opinion. I think I agree with you on that. That was probably one of the biggest. That shit wasn't no joke. Now look, when you did Rep Your Set, right? They didn't, because I know Kato was telling me they didn't have y'all in the same room with enemies and nothing like that, right?
No.
When I watched the DVD, they made it look like y'all was all together in one room and just recording and jumping in studio room to room, and like everybody was just together. But how did the Rep Your Set, or what was the difference between the Rep Your Set journey and the Banging on Wax? I mean, in the Nationwide Rip Rider for you, because you did both.
The Rep Your Set was more like being in high school, like being on campus, knowing your enemies at school today too. They just in their class right now while we in our class. If we see each other the hallway, it's gonna be some whole other shit. So y'all better make sure y'all ring their bell. Yeah, they child bell better ring different than our child bell. Cause let me tell you some real shit. Every nigga that was there from them different hoods, they was real niggas from their hood, like me and the homie. Me and the homies was there blamered up. They was there blamered up. Cause we know nigga gonna run into the enemigos in this bitch, nigga. It's gonna be man down in aisle 5, nigga. They go to talking that bullshit, nigga, while we trying to get our hip hop on.
It's gonna get all bad. Understood.
Come on, my nigga. It's gonna be ugly than a bitch right here. My nigga got real Crip, real bloods from different parts of the city in the same building. That's like being in high school, my nigga. Knowing that it's gonna be some shit here. We might have to add some new niggas to the list while you bullshit.
Understood. Now you was originally gonna do that by yourself, right? Now what happened?
Yeah.
What
happened was I got the way they circulate the information. You know, it wasn't no internet like that. So they would go through the way that they got to me, because I ain't know none of them motherfuckers that was producing the shit, the different niggas from the different hoods and shit. We all know each other from being hood niggas and being in the city. And shit. I know the home streets. I know the Nutty Blocks. I know the West Sides and shit like that. I know the Harlems and shit. You know, it's certain my hood and the Harlems been mingling for years and shit like that with these brown rags and these blue rags and shit. Homies is kin to each other and got family members from, you know, certain niggas got dual citizenship.
Righteous.
Ergo, they grew up in one hood the same amount of time they grew up in another one. They got the same amount of homies from both hoods. They can be either or. They just don't straddle the fence.
He said dual citizenship. Right.
Yeah, certain niggas, certain bloods got dual citizenship. You know, they from this bloodhood and that bloodhood. They've been in, you feel me? Same with me. I got dual citizenship. I'm Town, but I'm Franklin Square too. Because I've been you know, the hood's been like that for years, since we was tiny.
That's like my nigga Dank. That sounds dead on Dank. Shut up, Dank. I love you, nigga. Yeah, that's dead on Dank. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Just like that, my nigga. Just like that. You know, you got certain bloods and shit that's like that too. They got dual citizenship. Some grew up in the Anthers, like Bone grew up in the Anthers, but he got dual citizenship because he from the Jays too,
from
Black Stones too.
Yeah. You got a point with that one right there.
Certain niggas grew up in the Knickers and shit, and they hunters and shit, but they got ties to the different lanes or the Millers, or, you know, and they got dual citizenship. You know, shout out to my Bloods and my Crips that respect the culture. We already know what it is, so I love y'all.
Right, understood. Hey, bro. Now, so now let's talk about, because you did. That's what's so crazy to me. You did both of them. So we're not gonna act like you didn't go platinum on both of them.
All three
We're not gonna act like all